Today, we are going to talk about one of the most exciting and controversial topics of our generation, Elon Musk's Neuralink company, and why he basically wants to put a chip in your brain. Near the end of the video, we will reveal why Neuralink can be very dangerous. In case you don't know, Neuralink is a neurotechnology company founded by Elon Musk in 2016. The main goal of the company is to develop high-fidelity brain-machine interfaces, also known as BMIs, that can connect humans directly with computers. Of course, this sounds like science fiction even today, but early versions and prototypes of the technology already exist. For example, companies other than Neuralink already have some BMIs that can help people with disabilities control prosthetic limbs, communicate through speech synthesis, and aid people suffering from Parkinson's disease or spinal cord injuries. But Neuralink is aiming for something different, something much more ambitious. The company is working on a chip that would be implanted in the brain that would allow people to control computers, smartphones, and other devices using just their thoughts. This would practically make the human brain an extension of the digital world, enabling humans to communicate and interact with technology in a way that has never been possible before. Of course, some of you are already thinking, what are the potential downsides here? There are definitely pros, but what are the cons? On the positive side, there are many potential benefits, possibly even too many to count. One notable example is that the technology could be used to help people with disabilities, such as paralysis or speech impediments, to better communicate and interact with the world around them. It could also be used to treat conditions such as epilepsy, Parkinson's disease, or other brain degeneration diseases. One study published in the journal Nature found that brain-machine interface chips could improve the performance of pilots by up to 33% by allowing them to control the aircraft more accurately and efficiently. Furthermore, the technology could be used to enhance human performance by allowing people to control machines with their thoughts. This will help improve reaction times, and it might also improve memory and faster recollection. But even more importantly, it might save lives in the future, when people can use their thoughts to remotely control robots in various missions that might be life-threatening to humans, such as underwater missions, space exploration, etc. Those are all great use cases, but they don't come without downsides. One of the biggest concerns that many people have is privacy. If a chip is implanted into your brain that allows you to control computers and devices, it obviously needs access to your thoughts. Would you like a machine to read, store, and interpret your thoughts at all times? And what's stopping the chip from trying to impose control on you? This could easily lead to a loss of privacy, not to mention the potential abuses of power by those who control the technology, aka Elon Musk in the example of Neuralink, who's seemingly quite interested in fame and power lately. Also, there are biological and hygienic concerns about the long-term effects of having a foreign object implanted into your brain. The brain is very sensitive, and it has a structure called the blood-brain barrier, which exists to specifically prevent undesired matter to end up in the brain. It probably wouldn't respond too well to an entire device stuck in it. One of the most concerning downsides of Neuralink comes from a study published in the Journal of Neural Engineering. It found that some users of BMIs experienced the so-called phantom limb sensations. These sensations happen when a person loses a limb or has it amputated, but later they still feel like they have the limb, and they sometimes even report feeling pain in it, even months after losing the limb. Well, a lot of BMI users have reported the feeling of a phantom brain, or even that the device started messing with their thoughts, and even bending their minds in some strange ways. Some users have even reported that after using it for some time, they feel like they can't function without it. And of course, there's always the risk of the technology being hacked or malfunctioning. To be fair, technology generally keeps getting better and better, and even though the initial versions have some malfunctions, they will likely be fixed over time. But who would like to risk his or her life only for the sake of improving some technology? Despite these concerns, Elon Musk is pressing forward with his vision for Neuralink, and even though the company frequently misses deadlines, it is still making progress in the field at a staggering pace. In a recent interview, Musk stated that the ultimate goal of Neuralink is to achieve a symbiosis with artificial intelligence. In other words, he believes that humans and machines should merge together, and humans should have access to unlimited intelligence and brain superpowers. At the moment, this may sound like a ridiculous idea, but the man whose net worth is in the hundreds of billions has a proven track record of making the impossible a reality. Currently, Neuralink's main challenge is developing a device that is safe and effective for use in humans. To achieve this, the company is conducting extensive animal testing before it deems the device safe and effective to be used in humans. Recently, the company has run into several obstacles presented by animal rights groups that are opposing the testing on animals. In addition, the company is working on developing a wireless version of the device, which would technically eliminate the need for any external hardware. Even though the company is making fast progress, staff members have reported that they feel like they're in an arms race, as competitors are also furiously working towards similar or same goals at the same time. According to a report by Grandview Research, the size of the global brain-computer interface market was valued at $1.3 billion in 2020. It is already valued at $5 billion now, and is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 12.6% from now until 2030. That's an insanely fast growth rate, even for a tech market. And the initiation and the main driver of that growth is none other than Neuralink, which is still the market leader in the field. They have managed to generate extensive demand for non-invasive brain-computer interfaces. In a recent presentation, Neuralink revealed that it had successfully implanted a chip in a monkey's brain that allowed it to play video games using only its thoughts. The company also stated that it had successfully implanted the chip in pigs. Naturally, they have been very clear about working on a version of the device that could be implanted in humans as well. Even if the idea of implanting a chip in your brain may sound like something out of a science fiction movie, it's a very real technology that is being developed right now, and it's only getting better over time. There are definitely a lot of potential benefits to this technology, but there are also significant risks and challenges that must be addressed before it can be widely used. Probably the biggest problem that the brain-machine interface and other brain chips will be the increased mental ability of its users, which will make them much more competitive in pretty much every job. That makes using the chip a very attractive idea, and it might even become a necessity for many people who need to stay competitive in the market for jobs that require creativity and intelligence, which, as time goes by, will probably only increase. Elon Musk is well aware of this, and he knows that the person who gets to the finish line first and is the first to bring this power to the market will only see their power and influence increase. Think about it. If you discover a brain chip that increases your intelligence and gives you the superpower of artificial intelligence, you will immediately use that chip to gain even more advantages in every possible field. There's no second place in this game, it's a winner-take-all. The gap between those who have the chip and those who don't will quickly grow, and the people who choose not to put a chip in their brains will be at a significant disadvantage. However, those who decide to chip themselves will be at the mercy of Elon Musk or some other entity that controls the chips. They might gain some brain superpowers, but at what cost? Will that extra power be worth their freedom? Effective and safe brain-machine chips are still not a reality. We have a few more years to see what happens with Neuralink and similar companies. One thing seems clear even. This technology has the potential to change the way we interact with technology and each other in profound ways. But also, it gives creators insane levels of power, strongly compel the general public to use the product, and leave those who don't use it in the dust. What would you choose? Would you put a chip in your brain so that you can be smarter, faster, better? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more futuristic content. If you like thinking about doomsday scenarios, we recommend the video on the 10 ways in which the world might end soon.